Hey everybody, and welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures! Today I got my paws on one of the new Artisan series models from Bellum's Conquest game. This is for the Dweghom. So far, this is the first of the Artisan series that's been released. You can build it either as the Hold Ray or as an exemplar. So it looks like the body is the same. The difference is going to be the arms. He has a different weapon head, only one shoulder pad and shield, double the shoulder pads, more of an axe head on that weapon. I could be just making stuff up, I don't know. Let's take a look at what he... Oh, well, that's not how the bags are supposed to work. Let's just go ahead and see what we're dealing with. 30mm base, as always, for the Dweghom. There are quite a few parts in here, and there's quite a mess in the box, too. That's okay. Now I'm going to have to dig out my Hold Ray card. I'm curious if it's the same card or not. I don't have it handy, but I'm going to try to track it down by the time I do the second half of this video. Alright, what do we got? We've got the main body itself. And the sculpting and detailing, as always with these resin figures for Conquest, are top-notch. Always enjoyed them so far. We have the empty hand for the Hold Ray, if I'm saying it correctly. That looks like the Exemplar's weapon. The Hold Ray's weapon. Hair. I'm assuming that goes on the top of his head because, well, there's two of them. Maybe they're different beards. I'm not sure. We'll find out, won't we? Shield. I guess you just attach it to that hand. Stuff. Decorative stuff. Oh, shoulder pad. Okay, okay. Which is the front? I'm assuming that's the front because that's the way the leg is facing. Haven't come across the other leg yet. Scenic base topper. Okay. There's the other leg. It's got the skirt armor attached to it. Like so. And like such. Okay. Other shoulder pad. So they are separate if you don't even want to use them, if you want to slap them on somebody else. Or wait, maybe not. Huh, are there two different ones? Maybe I'm facing the wrong direction with them. I don't even know. Where's the top of the box? No, he looks like he's got 3 pointy bits. Whereas he only has 1 pointy bit. Or does he have 4? I can't even tell. Let's keep going and find out. Okay, okay, there's 2 different heads. Now, considering I don't think we actually have a Dweghom exemplar as its own individual model yet, I think then that there's really no reason you can't build it as whatever you dang well feel like. I guess that's the... You know what? Okay. I think what these are is like the front and back halves of the shoulder pads. There's a bunch of spiky bits. That is for sure. So, I mean, I don't see a huge difference in the facial features of either of these. One's got a little helmet thing. They both have all kinds of goodies in their beards. One's got a little end cap, whereas his a little bit of wilder. Obviously, they're going to fit on the same body with a bunch of flash in there. So that needs to get cleaned out. Then, I assume this is their hair. And I guess you have a choice of whichever one you want. Do you want his braids capped off or wild? Is it going to make a difference? I'm not sure. I think the assumption is that the capped off ones go together and the open-ended braided ones go there. As such. Let's see, does it really matter though? Nope. Okay, good. So if you wanted to mix and match how your Dweghom braid their hair, if that's a deal breaker for you, you are absolutely able to mix that up. I'm going to get all this clean. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to build this guy. I do have a hold ray already painted, so I guess for at least the time being, for putting him in a first blood game, I'm going to be using him as an exemplar. So maybe we'll just have him play both roles. I don't know. But give me a moment. I will put our Dweghom Artisan model together, and we will see what kind of results I come up with. So hold on one sec. So we've got our artisanal Dweghom all put together, and as you can see, I built him as a hold ray. I mean, I guess I could use him as an exemplar as well. We went with the more hooked looking pole arm rather than the spade shaped one. With this shoulder pad on, he isn't really able to fit the shield. He might be able to. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't try to, you know, push it in. You can see here how he just basically puts his foot on top of the base. And I really love how bulky and crazy he is. That's just, I'm a sucker for models like that. In comparison to a typical hold warrior, you can see he does stand a good head or so above him, especially with those crazy spiky shoulder pads. With the actual hold ray right here, you can see he does have a bit more bulk just due to the furs and the cape. And what a perfect excuse to drag all of our other Dweghom heroes out, right? Got the Ardent right here. Much thinner. Oh, what is this guy? The Flame Forged? No. Maybe? I can't remember his name at the moment. I dig him, though. He's got very similar spiky bits. And with the actual Flame Priest right there. So you can see he's definitely in good company. For the money, though, I kind of wish he was a little bit bigger. Number one, just a tad bit bigger. Or at least even bulk out his shoulder pads even more. Because let's be honest, he was pricey. I mean, if you paid for him straight off of the website, we'll throw a Fire Forged in there just so we have quite the variety of Dweghom stuff. Obviously, I think I'm good to go for First Blood with these guys. But again, getting back on to the topic of the price, I feel like the quality of the resin is quite nice, but I just feel like it was kind of overpriced. It's almost this, it was the same price, come to think of it, as the Highborn lineage for the Avatara, which again I felt was a bit overpriced as well, just due to how thin the model was and for the lack of options. At least this guy does have those options available. He's got the different heads. Both heads actually do, as we showed earlier, have the different tails, for lack of better explanation, for the braids on the head, the different weapons, with or without the shoulder pads. I mean, everything is sculpted underneath those pads. And let's talk about those shoulder pads. They actually didn't sit very well, and it took me a while to actually finally get them to cooperate and actually glue onto his body. I did stick a little bit of green stuff underneath there just to kind of level things out and make sure that things were flush. That was kind of irritating, but again, not a huge issue, especially if you're more inclined to the hobby side of things. I did end up saving his extra head and weapons. I've got plenty of extra hold warriors. Maybe I can try to cobble together something and actually pull an exemplar out of one of the extra bodies. Might be worth trying. Oh, there's one of the Berserker dudes. There, we've got a pretty nice family portrait at that point of just about every type of Dweghom. Oh, nope, I take that back. I'm missing the Ballistas and the Hold Thane and the Dragon Slayers, all of which I've actually painted. They're just tucked away somewhere else, and I don't know where I put them. So I feel our Artisan Dweghom is in good care with his friends and family here. Definitely looks like he's going to be quite the centerpiece model with those crazy spiky shoulder pads, and he definitely looks the part of a leader. My only disappointment is the price was a bit more than I would like to see for such a small figure. He isn't as big and as bulky as some of the other stuff out there. But what can I say? I'm a sucker for spiky little chunky dudes. Yeah. So anyways, hopefully he's the first of many. And if he is the first of many, I'm quite curious to see what the future holds for the other factions. My personal hope is that we see more Spire stuff, especially maybe some Avatara. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, we'll let Parabellum tease us with what the future may hold, and I will put a link down below so you can keep an eye on things too. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.